Today on the menu is Jollibee. Now, if you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Merrick. Nice to meet you. I film mukbang and ASMR, so if you are interested in these types of videos, make sure to subscribe to my channel. This is part 5 of a Jollibee series I'm doing, so I'll link my other past Jollibee videos on the screen right now. But without further ado, let's get started. Alrighty, so as you can tell by the title, today I'll be eating Jolly Spaghetti from Jollibee. I have 3 servings right here, 1, 2, and 3. So I think I'll quickly show you what is inside each container. Here's 1, and then here's 2, and here's 3. I'm actually going to switch cameras for 1 second so I can show you some close-up shots of the spaghetti. Let's start on this one. All the spaghetti is pushed onto one side for this container. The middle one is equally distributed. And then the last one, oh my gosh, this looks so good. Here's a very close-up shot for everyone. And here's one more. Like, look at that spaghetti and the sausage. I'm so excited to eat this. Oh my god, this looks so good. I'm so excited to eat this. Jollibee, come to me. That actually rhymes, oh my god. So this is how it looks like, everyone. Oh yeah, look at that baby. So delicious. Here, since I'm a nice person, you guys can take the very first bite. Ooh, can I move this? There you go. Take a bite. Got it? Okay. Put this back down. And now it is my turn. Oh man, this is so good. So delicious. Here, I'm actually going to move my external microphone for 1 second, so I apologize for the noise. Okay. Where was I? Oh man, this Jolly Spaghetti is so good. Got some all over my face. The sauce. Do I still have some on my face? I hope not. I was actually planning to just wear the white shirt underneath, but I was like, this is a bad idea because it's spaghetti sauce and a white shirt, so I decided to like put a gray jumper over top of it. Oh man, I'm not sure if 3 servings is enough for me, to be honest, because it's so good. Let's eat some of the sausage. Here, hold on. I'll give you guys a piece. I feel like one of these boxes isn't even enough to like serve a full-grown man. It's so puny. I said this in one of my previous mukbangs, but I think slurping noodles just makes the noodles so much more tasty, as opposed to like swirling it with your fork into a little ball and then putting it into your mouth and chewing it. I think slurping it off a plate or a container is so much more tasty, so much more flavorful, because you have like the juices coming off your mouth and it like lands on your tongue, and then you can like lick the sauce off your tongue. So much better. Let's do a close-up audio of the slurping noises. My phone is my external microphone, FYI. I guess this video is like kind of ASMR because I'm doing a lot more eating noises. So today, I want to talk about something, and that something is going to be, you guessed it, another story time. Yes, I'm doing another story time today. So by now, my regular subscribers pretty much know the drill. Go grab yourself some food, a snack, coffee, sit your ass down in front of your laptop, tablet, phone, and let's get chatting. I love storytime videos because I guess this is kind of contradictory, but it's contradictory to my story time later on, but I don't have a lot of friends in real life. So I have no one to share my stories and my day-to-day experiences with. So I feel like by me talking verbally to a camera and someone listening to the other end, I get my social dose, because humans are social creatures. Unfortunately, well, I guess some people view it as a positive thing, but could you imagine if humans were not social creatures and we just like functioned on our own naturally? I feel like that would just be so much more time saving and efficient. And like, I don't know. I'm going on a little ramble here. But we are social creatures, so even introverts, such as myself, need social stimulation. And since I don't have friends in real life, I get my social stimulation off YouTube. So thank you guys for giving me that need, for fulfilling my need. So this story time takes place in high school. I have been out of high school for 6 years now. 6 years. And a lot of people are like, I've been out of high school for X amount of years and I don't miss it one single bit. That's not the case with me. Okay, first of all, disclaimer. I want to preface this story time by saying that in no means am I trying to brag at all. Am I trying to sound that I'm better than you? Am I trying to sound that I'm part of the elite? That is not my intention. I'm just trying to tell a story. These are the facts. This is what happened to me. You can make your own judgment off of that. But high school was a fantastic time for me. It was probably my golden years. I don't want to say the happiest part of I don't want to say high school is the happiest part of my life, but it definitely was better than what I'm doing now, I would say. That sounds kind of sad, but it's true. Not every part of your life, not every chapter of your life is going to be good. That's unrealistic. So I'm just keeping it real for you guys, spilling some tea. Almost done the first box. So, high school was a pretty good time for me. What made it so awesome was that during my high school years, those were the years that a lot of TV shows that took place in high school came out. Like, they're on TV. For example, shows that were about high school are like Gossip Girl. Gossip Girl is like so high school based. Glee is so high school based. I thought of another one. I can't think of it off the top of my head, but Glee and Gossip Girl, they revolved around high school, and it was awesome because when they were on TV, like say they were on TV on Monday nights, I would watch it Monday night, and then Tuesday I would be in high school, and me and my friends would talk about what happened in high school on these shows. Did that make sense? So the day after these TV shows aired, me and my friends that were in high school talked about their fictional high schools. So yeah, it was just awesome. Right now, there's shows like Riverdale that is high school based. 13 Reasons Why is also high school based. But if you're asking me, Gossip Girl and Glee are way better than Riverdale and 13 Reasons Why. First box. First box is done. Moving along now. Second box. I think I lied. I'm not sure if I can finish all 3 boxes. I feel like I can do like 2.5 boxes maybe. Who knows? Again, if you are new to my channel, one thing I don't do on my channel compared to maybe some other mukbangers is I never force myself to eat more than I'm comfortable with. If I'm full, I'm full. I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to keep chugging food and make me feel sick for the sake of a mukbang, for the sake of eating a lot of food. For me, a mukbang is an eating show. It's not who can eat the most. It's not a contest. It's just an eating show. It's a way for me to socialize with people around the world who either don't have friends to share a meal with or just enjoy watching people eat delicious food such as Jollibee. So mukbangs for me aren't eating a lot. Mukbangs for me aren't about eating a large portion. Sometimes I gotta think how to say sentences. It doesn't flow naturally off the tongue of my mouth, off the tip of my mouth, off the tip of my tongue. Yes, that's the saying, off the tip of my tongue. So this story time happened in grade 12, and it happened towards the end of grade 12, which sucks. I think I mentioned this in past mukbangs, but I have a tendency to burn bridges with people, not consciously. It's not my intention to burn bridges with people, but I do it somehow. And I talked about one incident where I lost a friend. If you're interested in that story time, I'll link it on the screen right now. Basically, I don't even want to give it away. Basically, I lost a friend because of something I did. That is going to be your cliffhanger. So make sure to check that video out if you want to find out what happens. But in this story time, the exact same thing happened. The exact same thing. And I'll probably do another story time in the future outlining a situation very similar, how I lost another friend. So these 3 story times all happened in high school, and they all involved me losing a friend. And it's not my intention to burn bridges with people. If anything, I feel like I'm a super, I don't want to say super nice, but I'm an easy person to get along with. I'm a chill person. When people meet me, I'm down for whatever. I may not consider you as a friend because I hold friendship to a very high standard, but I'll consider you as an acquaintance. I'll just do whatever with you just to get my dose of socialization. But yeah, this story time is about me losing a friend. Does everyone here know what grad poles are? If you don't know what a grad pole is, it's basically, I think there's another word for it. I just forgot. Accolades? I think it's called class accolades. I'm not sure. If I think of the word or if I find the word on the internet, I'll insert it right now. But basically, grad poles are lists and people get nominated for different categories. So like class clown, social butterfly, best dressed, most likely to change the world, most likely to become famous, all these different categories. And our grad poll is ran by a committee, and it's called the grad committee. And this grad committee is also in charge of overseeing our prom. We didn't call it prom, we just call it graduation, I think. But like it's like a dance, people get dressed up, there's like dinner and stuff. So this grad committee is in charge of grad/prom and the grad poll. And I was not on the grad committee. But here's the but part. But I was what's the term? I forgot the name. Give me a second. I remember the term. I was student council president. So basically that's like a student union president, the student body president. There's so many different terms for it. But I oversaw all activities regarding students. So like prep rallies, sports teams and stuff, all that shebang. So I was student council president, but I was not on the grad committee just because I didn't have enough time, whatever. I honestly just wasn't interested in being on grad committee. I was like, meh, too busy. Don't care. But I'm using a lot of buts in this story time. That much left. I'm getting pretty full already. At first, it doesn't seem like a lot of spaghetti when you open the box because like the container is so shallow, but it's a lot because it's like spread out over a high surface area. The but is I had two very close friends who were on the grad committee. I made these friends back when I was in grade 10, so I have been friends with them since grade 10, during grade 11, and for the majority of grade 12 until like the very second last week of school where this drama unfolded. It really sucks because I was actually tight with them. Like I said earlier in this mukbang, I hold friendship to a very high standard, and for me to consider someone as my genuine friend is very, very, very rare. That's why I don't have any friends in real life, because I would rather have no friends than 50 acquaintances. So it was hard for me, well, in high school it wasn't hard for me to make friends. Again, I'm not bragging or anything, but it just wasn't hard for me. So it really sucked that I lost these two good friends. There's box 2. Here is box 1. Box 1 again. And box 2. So let's move on to the very last box, which is right here. Oops. This is the box where all the spaghetti is onto one side, as you can see. My bad. Let me try to even it out a little bit. Gonna stir this around. Make sure all the sauce is mixed into the pasta noodles. Alrighty. I say alrighty a lot too, hey? Alrighty. God, Merrick, already get on with the story time and eating. Okay, I'm going to take a quick break from eating and actually tell you guys the story because first of all, I'm getting really full, so I'm going to take a break and then finish the third box. And secondly, I'm actually sweating because it's summer right now and I'm wearing 2 layers, a sweater and also a shirt underneath. So if you see sweat dripping off my forehead, I apologize. Okay, so let's go over the facts for one quick second. This happened towards the end of grade 12. I was student body president, student council president, and I had 2 friends on the grad committee which I was not a part of, and they were in charge of grad polls. So again, I talked about this. I honestly am not trying to brag. I'm not trying to sound like I'm better than you, because I want to tell you guys that I was very popular in high school. That's just a fact. I had so many friends, literally everybody knew me. And not just people in my class, not just people in my grade, but the entire school. And our school was 1,200 people, and I can honestly swear that everybody knew me. If they didn't know my face, they knew of me, like my name Merrick and my last name. Like they knew who I was. They're like, oh, this guy exists. He's the student council president, and all the staff knew me. And like this kind of sidetracks a little bit, but like sometimes I'll be like walking the hallways after school. It's like empty except for the janitor, and I would say hi to a random janitor. I would have no clue who that was. I don't know the janitor's name. I probably have never seen them before. I was just trying to be friendly, and they'll be like, hey Merrick, how's it going? I'll be like, oh, you know me? So even the custodian staff knew me. So the point is, I was very popular in high school. And again, I'm not trying to come off like I'm Blair Waldorf or something. Just a fact. Very popular in high school, so that's why I loved high school, which is a very big contrast to how I am now, because I don't have any friends, and in high school I had too many friends to count. Whew, that was like a very long monologue. Okay, so I was very popular in high school, and my best friend, let's call my best friend Sarah. So my best friend's name is Sarah, and both me and Sarah, we were very popular just because I was student council president, and like I would always be hanging around Sarah. So she would be taking along with me to all like my meetings and stuff for like different clubs. So people just saw us together all the time. We were walking down the hallway together. We were just doing a lot of student activities together. So me and Sarah, we were confident we would both win the social butterfly category. For each category, there's a male winner and also a female winner. So we were both very confident that we were both gonna win social butterfly. And honestly, it's not that like we craved to win the category. It's not like, oh my gosh, I want to win this category so badly. If I don't, I'll be devastated. But for us, it was like, it would be nice to win this category because it's true. We're the most popular people in high school. Again, this is like literally a fact. I'm not even lying here. Like we knew majority of people in the school, so we kind of knew like their social standings, like where they ranked on the ladder in terms of being known, right? Just a fact. I'm not saying like, oh, I'm so popular, I'm better than the person who has no friends. No, we're equals. It's just that I was a very social person in high school. I don't want to apologize for that. I feel like I'm gonna get hate comments in this video being like, oh my gosh, you think you're so cool, like Blair Waldorf, please. But yeah, we were expecting to win. It was just like, for us, it was like, oh, it'll be like a cool little title to have, like from our high school years. 20, 30 years down the line, when we have family and kids, we can tell our grandchildren that, oh, back in my day when I was in high school, I won social butterfly. Oh my god, I'm so sorry, you guys. I just noticed that my external microphone stopped recording for a portion of my video, but I have it back on now, so we can get on with the story time. I'm almost like done my spaghetti, so I'm going to blaze through the story time. I know in my other mukbangs, I kind of take my time with my story times, but obviously I did not proportion the story time relative to my consumption time appropriately. So let me just go through the story time really quickly. Like I said, me and Sarah, we were expecting to win Social Butterfly, and we wanted to win. It's not that we craved to win, but we wanted to win just as something we can look back on in high school. So how it worked is people lined up in front of this classroom during lunch hour to cast their ballot for all the different categories on there. And me and Sarah, we casted our ballot. Our friends, let's call them, let me think of a good name. Let's call them Kevin and Josh. Our friends, Kevin and Josh, were on the grad committee, and basically, we were good friends with Kevin and Josh since grade 10. Me and Sarah, we were just lingering after school, because usually we like to chill after school just to like kind of do homework together, study together, gossip about people in our school together, and we were walking by this classroom. We walked by this classroom, and this classroom was where the elections for the grad poll was held. We walked by this classroom, and we noticed that the door is opened, and the garbage can is literally right by the door. We didn't really think anything too much of it, and Sarah was like, oh my gosh, those are the ballots in the garbage can. And I was like, those are the ballots. And we looked into the classroom, and no teacher or anybody from the grad committee was there. So, naturally curious, we took the garbage can. We didn't take the garbage can, technically. We did not steal the garbage can from the classroom. We just looked at the ballots in the garbage can, and it had all the ballots from the grad poll election. And of course, we did not just take the ballots and put them back down. We obviously read the ballots. We saw, people don't put their name on ballots, obviously, but we saw like who people voted for. And literally, I think there was like, I said my school is 1,200 people. So there's 3 grades. If you divide that by 3, that's 400 people. Inside that garbage can, I think there was a good 200 ballots. So I would say 1 in every 2 people voted in the grad poll. We looked through all the ballots very briefly. I think we looked through like 150. It was just like shake them from the garbage can, like, oh, they voted for this, they voted for this. And literally, I would say 95% of the ballots we looked at, so basically 150 ballots out of 200 ballots casted, under Social Butterfly, it said Merrick and my last name, and Sarah and her last name. So we are pretty confident in winning. Fast forward 1 week. Sorry, I'm like blazing through this story time. I'm not like elaborating on anything just because I'm basically done my food, and I don't want you guys to sit through this mukbang any longer because I know people aren't a fan of like 40-minute plus mukbangs. So hopefully this does not turn out to be one of them. If it is, I am very sorry. I apologize. We fast forward 1 week. Need to catch my breath. Hold on. This is why I like telling story times and eating at the same time, because if I just do a story time, I'm literally out of breath. I feel like I'm in a race. Whew, okay. Fast forward 1 week, they announce the winners, and guess what happens? Yes, you already know what happens. We did not win. What? I know, we didn't win. I'm trying to have like a better reaction for you guys, but this was 6 years ago, so like my initial shock, confusion, and slight anger has dissipated over time between the 6 years. But I was so shocked. My dominant reaction was shock and then confusion, like, how do we not win? I literally read 150 ballots out of 200 ballots casted, and they all said my name. And third was anger, because I was like, this is rigged. Someone obviously rigged this. And some people right now might be saying, oh, maybe they didn't like put all the ballots in the garbage can. No, They did. I talked to, what did I call them again? Kevin and Josh. I talked to Kevin and Josh, and actually no, Sarah talked to Kevin and Josh, and she was just like, oh, what do you guys like do with the ballots afterwards? So like, oh yeah, we count them, and then we just like throw them in the garbage can in the classroom. So I know for sure those were all the ballots, because Sarah was like, do you guys just like throw all the ballots into the garbage can? And like Kevin and Josh are like really chill, and they're like, yeah, like what else would we do with them? They didn't tell us to do anything else. And Sarah was like, well, maybe you should shred them so no one reads them. And they're like, ugh, too lazy to find a shredder. So they were really chill, and like you could just tell by their faces and the way they spoke, they honestly couldn't give a crap about the poll, about the grad poll. I think they're just doing it for extra credit or like for their resume or for university applications. I have no clue, but they honestly could not have gave a crap whether people read the ballots or not. So that's what Sarah found out for me. Or actually, I don't want to say for me, because like we were both very curious at the time. And this happened, Sarah asked these questions to Josh and Eric before, let me state that again, before we ran into the open classroom with the garbage can with the ballots. This happened before, because after we cast our ballots, after lunch hour, we both had a spare or a break, and basically a spare and a break is we both, or all four of us, we don't have classes. So Sarah was hanging out with Josh and Eric, and that's when that topic of conversation naturally came up. So let's just recap for a hot second. The grad poll election happened during lunch. After lunch, Sarah was hanging out with Josh and Eric during their break. And then afterwards, we all had class. And then after that class, it was the end of the school day, and everyone was going home, and me and Sarah were lingering around in the hallway just studying. And then we walked by that classroom, not intentionally. We were not planning to go to this classroom to like look at the ballots, because first of all, we like thought the classroom was locked, and secondly, we had no interest in finding out. It just so happened that on our way to the doors to exit the school, we noticed that that classroom's door was opened and the ballots were literally right in front of our faces. So like, why not, right? After we found out that we did not win the social butterfly category, not only were we very confused and shocked, but all our friends and basically everybody who knew of us was very shocked as well. They're like, are you sure they're not the winners? Are you sure you counted the ballots correctly? So what ended up happening was the day after the election results were announced, I was just walking down the hallway after school by myself, and I ran into Kevin and Josh. Naturally, I was just like making some small talk with them. I was just like, oh, what did you get on this test? How did you find it? What did you put for this answer on that test? And our conversation, I steered it towards the grad poll election, because I wanted to ask them what happened, basically, since they were on the grad committee. And I guess like I could have used, like, since I was student council president, I could have used that as an excuse to, like, kind of find out more information for the sake of, like, student council, right? So I asked them, I forgot my exact words. Let me think about it. Can I take my last bite right here? Ta-da! So, oops, sorry. So, I don't really remember the exact words I said, since this was over, no, not over, 6 years, basically exactly 6 years ago. I don't exactly remember the words I said to them 6 years ago, but I hinted towards the results not being accurate. I was like, are you sure you guys counted all the ballots? Are you sure you guys double counted? Are you sure the results that can be verified? It didn't sound like accusatory. Like, I wasn't like, are you sure these results are real? Are you sure you didn't make it up? I wasn't like that. I was just like kind of half joking, half serious, kind of like laughing it off so they would take the hint. Sure enough, they took the hint. They did not only take the hint, they got so angry. They perceived my kind of hinting towards the results not being accurate as a threat or something, I think. They were like, do you not trust us? We're your friends. Like, how can you not trust us with the results? We're the ones who counted it. I thought you were my friend. Basically, that was their attitude towards the entire situation. And my stance was just like, oh no, I definitely trust you guys. All I'm asking is just like a recount. It's like very easy to do, very casual. Because what I know is the janitor doesn't clear out, doesn't clean up, or doesn't throw away the trash every single day. And both Kevin and Josh are like, yeah, we counted it 3 times and you did not win, Merrick. And I'm just like, okay, no problem. And I like walked away and I quickly changed the subject, and I was just basically like, oh, what kind of plans do you guys have after school? And ever since that point in the conversation where I hinted towards the results not being accurate, they got so angry. And when I tried to ask them, what are you doing after school, or what are you doing this weekend, in that conversation, in an attempt to change the topic of the conversation, they completely shut me down and they're like, oh, nothing, not much, see ya. And that's how we parted ways. Long story short, when I saw them again in the hallway, I would say hi. They would not say hi back to me. They would like kind of avoid me in the cafeteria. They just didn't want to associate with me anymore. And since Sarah is my best friend, they did not want to associate with Sarah. And all in all, the situation just really sucked because both Josh and Kevin, they're very good friends of mine. Like, we were good friends for the entire grade 10, 11, and grade 12, except for the last 2 weeks. And it just sucked to have like such a good friendship die within like the last 2 weeks of high school. Honestly, what shocks me the most is I told you guys that both Kevin and Josh, they had a very chill mindset. They didn't care about grad committee or running the grad poll. When I talked to them about it, they're like so easygoing and peasy. And as soon as I accused them of, or I guess I didn't actually accuse them, I just hinted towards the results not being accurate, they got so defensive. And you know that saying when, like, I don't know, what's that saying? Hold on, give me a second. You should not be that defensive if you have nothing to hide. Like, if you're in an interrogation by a police officer, if you did nothing wrong, you should not be scared. And by the way they spoke to me and the look in their eyes, it looks like they were scared, so they tried to use like raised voices and just anger to mask that fear. Both me and Sarah, we have talked about it in the past, and we kind of think that Josh and Kevin rigged the election. We honestly think they changed the election results, maybe for not everybody, maybe not for all the categories, but we definitely think that they changed the results for both me and Sarah. Like, we honestly thought that both Kevin and Josh were friends, but maybe throughout the entire time they were just very jealous of us. Maybe we did something in the past that wronged them and they just never brought up the issue to us. But yeah, we definitely think they rigged the election and they basically got away with it. But you know what? It's just this silly grad poll election. It would have been very nice to have officially won the category, but let's get real. Both me, Sarah, and the entire student body knew who the real social butterflies were. Alrighty, so that's all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe to my channel for more Jollibee videos. I do apologize for the bad proportioning between story time and talking to me actually eating. I'll try to work on that in the future. And again, I apologize if I went through the story time extremely quickly. Don't forget to check out my other videos linked on the screen right now. Until next time, that was your daily dose of a hot mess. Bye, bitches.